Trying to be still when your mind chatters on. That is really hard to do, especially when you have things, if you're like me, dragging things in from the day before, dragging things in that happened in the past that for whatever reason, something in the present triggers. Isn't that almost frustrating to somebody who hears the words, okay, be still, meditate, slow down. You can still do a lot of inner work by doing nothing. I hear that a lot, and it is hard for a to do person to do nothing. Feelings of guilt, I'm talking about myself here. Feelings of guilt, feelings of not being enough or doing enough. And there's certainly people out there that will remind me, well, you aren't doing a whole lot. What have you done? I don't, they don't see it out there, but they have no idea what's going on the inside. No idea. And it is in that stillness that I realize when emotions come up, when things are waiting to be processed and they come up through the body, and I have no reason to be sad. I have no reason to be frustrated or angry because nothing's going on out in the world. But these are emotions that I have stuffed down and have not processed. How many of us have done that? I know that you're all out there thinking, okay, this person from potentiality is talking about all these things, but I'm here to also say that it's hard, that it's a difficult road, as well as rewarding, as well as expansion and goodness, and realizing there's so much more to me than even I realize. And when I'm still, and when I'm taking that solitude journey, that solo walk in nature, it's for whatever reason, it all seems to come together. Why is that? Why is it that I just don't have to keep doing and doing and doing and making lists and then seeing with my own eyes the progress? Why isn't it always like that? Why isn't it in more of a rational, logical mind to be able to grow within or to change within or to be more spiritual or whatever the goal is? And for those things that pertain to the inner work, to the inner world, to learning that inner wisdom and your own guidance and your own intuition, which your intuition is not the same as mine. Your journey is not the same as mine. There are similar feelings and emotions, certainly, and we as a community can share that and support one another. But it doesn't mean that it's going to be the same for everyone. And this is why listening to your own direction, your own inner voice, that wisdom, that when something's happening and you feel complete joy, you feel a rush of energy, that is the universe trying to tell you this is what you're meant to do, whatever it is. And it may not be something in agreement with your tribe. It may not be something in agreement with your family. These are the things that make it hard. And then sometimes I can't even give words to what's going on inside. I can't even describe to myself what it is. All I know is that I need to feel it, to follow those feelings and emotions where they lead me, while being very aware of what I want, where I want to go, what I'm letting go of. I talked about in my other video, it's what does letting go mean? What does that really mean in your life, and how does it look? And I was talking about grief being involved in that, because these are parts of you that have been a part of you maybe your whole life. And then suddenly, when you let go, there's these holes and spaces where it doesn't feel so comfortable. In fact, it feels very uncomfortable to me. And so working my way through that and all the feelings, I come out on the other side so much more expanded, so much more aware, and in a different place. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. I'm in a different place. I'm almost in a different body. People have told me, oh, you look so vibrant. Oh, you look like you've lost weight. It's like, but I'm not doing anything. I'm not making or forcing or struggling to make myself look different or to make me think differently. I'm just becoming more aware of what absolutely no longer serves me. And so allowing and accepting is a huge part of following your intuition, even if it goes against the grain of what other people think you should be doing. And sometimes you just can't explain yourself. And you don't need to. Find the tribe where you can just be who you are and not have to explain yourself all the time to someone who's wrapped up in a to-do list or who's not even on their own spiritual journey, and that's fine. You support that too, because that's not where they're at. It's still that accepting and allowing. And so this week, I invite you to just allow everything to come up how it comes up. And when you sit in stillness, no judgment. Sit in stillness with no judgment. That alone can be hard, because as much as we judge ourselves, I know as much as I judge myself, criticize myself, put myself down, I'm doing the same out there. So the work starts right here. And just as you sit in stillness, just allow everything to come up with awareness and no judgment, and accepting it and letting it go. All those things can be done. It's a practice, and it's a practice that can become a habit. All right, I'll see you next week.